going, everybody? Got me a new stand for the phone. It's a little different, but I'm gonna move it around. Nothing special about this. Same old stuff. Like I said, I wouldn't cut a hole in my Batman poster, so I'm just gonna try some stuff. If it works, it works. If it don't, you know, well. But I'm just gonna try to get a few simple moves in to, you know, just for proof, I guess. I know that was weird looking. You gotta watch it. It's all in how you line it up. Come on. I know it's all over the place, but try that from up above it. Or even that, you know. I don't even know if this bottle will stand while looks like some kind of animal has been chewing on it. We're gonna get into it in a minute. Hold on, you gotta give me a minute. I gotta get warmed up. But I will show you some craziness. How about that? I don't even know where it went. Yeah. Crazy. That might have been a wobble because no, it wasn't. Try that with the wind from your hand even. Come on. I told you, you gotta get warmed up, man. I don't come out here, I haven't been out here since my last video. I've just been driving remote control cars, man. But I do some TK though. I mean, you know, just inside because it is getting better, so I try to do that, you know, do TK every once in a while. Like I said, definitely more now. Ah, come on, man. All right, let's see. That's what's up. Believe it if you want to or don't. Everything I said was a fact. Like you know, that's real TK. Or aerokinesis. You know, I have been thinking about wind a little more, but come on, man, it's not. I have to be tapped into it for it to, you know. Come on. I realized my head ducked down when I did that, so skeptics will be like, I blew it or something. But enhance it, get the video, enhance the sound, listen for it. No. Zoom in close if you want. Here, hold on, let me try to talk while I do it. There you go. No. Real TK. And believe me, I've been doing some things, man, like See, that's the problem. I was trying to show my cousin, you know, show Grinch on it, Henry, the TK, but when I first get started, I got to do the lay of the land. It don't work right off, so basically all people do is see me waving, but I can get it real quick now, though. That's really the difference of it. You know, well, I actually understand more things about it now too, but like that part, it's almost like showing someone messes me up, because I don't know, especially when you know in your mind that they don't really want to believe it, or they just don't believe it, you know, like you want to show them more than anything, and that's going to mess you up. It's that place in your mind that you go to where you realize somebody has been talking to you for 20 minutes and you didn't hear a word they said, and you wasn't even really thinking anything either. That's the best place to go to do TK. It'll make you do moves like that, and you'll start following them. And when you do, it expands it, and it makes it to where you can do more stuff, go further, a different way. Just because you feel a sleeve of energy on your hands and you think you're doing something, but you're not. You got to let it flow like water. Let that go. Grab it, put the energy to it, push or pull from that point with the other hemisphere, with the other side of the body. You see, mine sucks at first when I get started, so you just got to get over that and realize that, you know, you're just really just taking the lay of the land when that happens, and nothing happens. Like, but it's more of your energy field. I ain't even talking about scoping the place out. I'm talking about how your energy field would go from being flat surface ground, which is what you want to think the object is, to up there and being still on the ground, because you and the object are one and the same. So there is here, and here is everywhere. And I'm sorry if you wanted an easier explanation on how to do TK, but that's just a grain of sand of information right there. I have done some things, like this is nothing at all. Like I can do that all day. But inside I get finesse with it and just make it. But there's also, like I said, stuff. I like to have stuff laying around that blocks it, that keeps it from, like, it'll stand up on it. Here, let me just. All right. Messed me up. There we go. Snatch it off of it. Hold on, just watch this. I know not all of it's going to be gold still. I'm not a professional. Yeah. Like, I can do it faster inside though, because I'm not trying to do anything. I just look at that and know instinctively what to do. And that's why it's from that place, man, where there all of your emotions are, you know, it's I don't know. Give me a second here. I don't know what I'm doing. And that should prove it right there, when I'm doing all that and nothing's happening. Yeah, there we go. You gotta line it up, man. Like I said, when you move, your chi moves, but it's the entire chi of your body you want to control, not just that sleeve. So let it go. And when you let it go, sometimes even when it quits working, just let it go. It will flow like water and usually lead you to where the blockage is. Then when you find out what that blockage is, give me a second. Yeah, hold on. this is why we don't just do stuff that the skeptics ask us to do, because it messes you up trying to show somebody until you fully understand it. Like it, I don't know. I'm expecting something big to happen here, but inside I would just keep doing this until something did happen. Something like that, see? I'm saying not all of it's gold, but that's how I practice. People tell me what to do. I can do that kind of stuff all day. But the way I practice is, if nothing happens, I try to figure out why. And then I put it where it needs to go. And it makes it to where you can do things. Once you start to figure out that that sleeve you built is just, you stuck your hand down in the mud of the water and you're just doing this in mud. There's no left or right because you're just blocked. When one hits, another one needs to hit. So it needs to be like raindrops. Because left hemisphere, right hemisphere, left hemisphere, they don't cross per se, but they do have to pass one another at some point. They correspond with each other. So it has to be. You have to learn to control it all if you want to control any. I know it's still, it is running downhill, so skeptics could say that that's just because it's running downhill. I get it. Just keep watching. Something's going to happen. It always does. Yeah. But see, doing it like that, I'm not letting it go. If I let it go like I'm talking about, you've seen it break loose. Like, just let it go. And that's what happens. But I feel that that's just moving energy. And that tends to be a problem with, you'll never learn to truly control it. Yeah, we can blast things and throw stuff, but we'll never fully just be able to. And that's why I like to prop it up like that right there and practice taking it off the wall. You know, practice with subtle movements. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it ain't gonna stay up now. And I know you think it's wind, but it I'm sorry, it just ain't the wind. Here, let me try it like this. I'll prop something up on it. That way I can get a bite on it. Yeah. Let's just let it go and start from fresh. Like I said, I can blast it all day, but that just means I just let go of everything that I did, and I'll never figure out how to undo the stoppingness of it. I could do that all day, but it's not going to teach me anything at all. So if you just sit there and look at it, you know, and something happens, I mean, you're not really learning anything. So put it in different situations. See, I just did that from multiple different angles in my mind, and it went a different place every time. I used the down thought on it. Like, but you got to learn the maps, you know, like one side is down on the head and up on the other side, like a positive or a negative and a positive running like this, and then opposite on the body, but it's reversed on the backside, that kind of stuff. Teach you to do crazy things. You know, that's just the energy that I'm interacting with in the environment, just thinking about my chi flowing around it out there as if I'm interacting with it for real. And that's why you got to flow with your whole body, so that when you think that you're doing it, your entire body will interact with it, or your entire body of chi will interact with it. That sleeve you're feeling is just a bunch of energy that's bundled up together, that you would have to realize what all of it is all at once real quick for it to do the dramatic thing that it would have done if you would have slowly pieced things together wherever it told you in your mind to go. Like, focus on them. Let it do the work. You just gotta step along for the ride, basically. Control it by not controlling it. Basically, that's the answer. Left, right, forward. I don't know if I can do back. I ain't really good at back. But yeah, see, when I try to go back, it's just bloom. But that's probably why it gets stuck now. But if I follow that energy long enough, it will teach me back, you know. I just got to learn it. And I know, because I've been doing it long enough, that it's not something that you can just force. You have to allow it to teach you where it's flowing. And then once you start flowing in that direction, you find the blockage in your mind. And it's like you know what to do with it at that point. Like I said, inside, man, I've hit my TV so hard that it changed colors with foil. Just did that, and it shot and hit the TV, and the color thing happened that it hit it so hard. So I don't know why or anything like that. I just know that I know what I know. And it, you know, what I said from the beginning is how I've been doing it. All my videos of TK, there's one thing that remains the same, and that's how I did it. So that's just, when it comes to you, it comes to you. And if that wasn't crazy enough for you, then I can't help it. I like doing stuff like that, man. The throwing it and blasting it, that's all cool and everything, but it ultimately will not make it in any way where I could help someone, unless they're being robbed, and then I'll have to hurt someone, because I'll just, you know, that right there won't happen. I mean, that won't stop a guy from being robbed, so I'll have to throw him up against the wall or something, like. But without controlling that would hurt somebody, so I wouldn't do it. So it's out of the question. Can't really help nobody. That's why I said all this time I haven't been strengthening my chi or anything like that. Why? Because I said control over power. Until I know how to control it, why would I strengthen? I threw that, basically a piece of foil that big, at my TV by going like that one time. Just did that, and it shot and hit the TV so hard that it changed colors. So I am quite certain that if it was an eyeball, it would have been devastating to the eye. I don't think it'll be too much longer though. I might try to start, you know, strengthening it. I mean, look at that. It's not weak. It's just that I know my chi is not complete, you know, completely unblocked. Like I don't understand enough of it to control it entirely, but I can sure do what I can do. Let's try this. Ah, it didn't do nothing. Sometimes it's a bust, but I'll end it on a blast anyway. Give me a minute. I'm working on something here. It ain't gonna work. Anyway, like I said, I would have figured that out if I wouldn't have been recording a video. I would have just kept going with it no matter what. That's why I like this right here. It's like one spot, and all I got to do is lift all of the energy around me, and I get it, you know, like. But when I do that when it's on a table, it's like I'm trying to lift everything. Like when I was trying to show my cousin, there was a present that was unwrapped in the box. That it was a big box. What it was in had the wrapping paper off the side. You know, it was way more than that. But while I was trying to move the foil on the table, that over here was just before he came over, it was just snatching up. Like, so that leads me to believe that I need to separate it. You know, I need to learn that under me is under that object. There's nothing above. Above it is above me. That's how I always looked at it. But I can't visualize underneath like that. Especially with it on a flat surface. Now, come on. And yes, I can put candles out like crazy, so. Now, anyway. But I can make that like tornado thing happen, and that's, you can tell when the smoke clears that that's what it was. Yeah, something like that, but that was more of a side twirl. I'm trying to just show you some wicked stuff. Something that even the skeptics are going to have trouble with. That's the only reason I still do it, is because of the skeptics. Like, everything is all out there in the open these days. Even TK. It's, I don't know. Tis all very real. And when I go in, I'll just, in my mind, I'll do TK, but it'll be just to the energy around me. And I'll get it to a point to where it doesn't feel like I even did anything at all today. Like no loose energy, none of that. You know, just slowly, just. I guess I should try to end it on a strong note, though. Give me a second. I'm building up to it. Nothing but power moves. My dogs are barking. I think they heard the car. Oh no, they hear other dogs barking. That's what it is. Anyway, that's good enough for me. You know, I hate that I can't show you the cool stuff that I can do, because I can make that come on back. Like, it's just, this isn't my area. This isn't where I practice, you know. It's like, especially when other people are around. I thought I was getting good at it, but that's just because I was only around 3 people. But then when Christmas time comes, I seen how tough it was. Yeah, man, come on. That is TK, aerokinesis, whichever. Sometimes both, I think. I'm just trying to get the skeptics off of the good guys back. Give me a second. Yeah, hold on. I know that probably looked like my hand was under it. There ain't no way, man. Can't say that's the win for my hand. Trying my best here, and I have gotten pretty good at it. I think I've gotten good enough at it that I'm going to quit making these videos. Anything you ever need to know from me, or all in my other videos, if you want to know anything from me, that is. But I will still chat though, man. Anybody want, you know, ask a question, I will definitely do my best to answer it if I know anything about it. Yeah. Yes. This is the new piece I brought out to tear it off of here. Like it just jumped to me. That's the wind for my hands. I can create more wind than you even thought about how much is supposed to come from your hands. It's like I said, like I told my cousin, man, people don't believe it because they know wind generates from their hands. But do you know how hard it is to wave up and take a ball of wind and make it stop here and go under something and make it just jump straight up and not go forward with the momentum of the supposed wind? It'll take a lot more than that. Anyway, I've proven enough. This is for the skeptics. All around. Give me a second. I got an idea here. Ah, yes. It like just came to me, like how to make it just float, man. I'm gonna try it one more time. That piqued my interest. So, next time. Next time. This is long enough. Real TK.